prepare for the start of the Petrification Wars. At least that's what I'm going to call it. Back to Everything Anime Podcast. I'm one of your hosts, Shinry. Here at the Everything Anime Podcast, talk about it from anime, manga, video games, TV shows, whatever relevant topic I talk about. Today's video is on a single chapter of Dr. Stone, chapter 116, and I'm calling it the beginning of the Petrification Wars. So, as I said, I'm new to Dr. Stone. I am just getting to the manga this year, or over this past year or two. I don't know how long when I started. But I'm also caught up on the season 2 of the anime. And I just finished the Stone Wars of the anime. And I do not like the anime version at all. I thought the anime moves way too fast. I know Dr. Stone's a short manga. Even some of the events in the manga happen kind of fast. But I feel like it's better paced in the manga. Maybe because I'm reading it in my own way compared to like watching it and then just things happening back to back to back. Because I didn't feel the impact I felt reading the manga when I watched the anime. And I know I felt the same impact watching Demon Slayer. So, like, rewatching it after knowing what happens. So I just know, like, it's definitely an anime thing. So I don't know if I'm going to watch Dr. Stone Season 3 just yet. Because I don't even know where Season 3 ends in the anime. And I know Season 3 is out. So I'm going to definitely get a little bit further ahead. Maybe have to, like, when I'm for sure we're out of the new world, when we're off Treasure Island, I'll watch Season 3 of Dr. Stone. But I want to be sure before I spoil anything for myself. Anyways, if you've been following along with me, you know where we're at. We finally got our hands on Platanium last chapter. Thank you to Bakuya Ishigami. Thank you so much. You are the greatest ever. Greatest stepfather ever. Greatest father ever to Senku. Greatest father that we know. But we now have created a machine that can create endless nitrocytic acid. And I'm not going to get into how it's created, how it looks, how it functions. I'm just going to show it in the panel because it's way too complicated for my brain to process. But now we can revive as many people in the world as we want. All we needed was a little bit of Platanium. Now we have a lot of Platanium. We have limitless potential to bring back everybody in the world that we want to. So we can leave the island now, right? I mean, we have Platanium. We've got the thing that we came here for. Let's go. Let's save our friends and let's get out of here. Well, we can't do that. Because one, we know that they have a weapon on this island that can repetrify everybody in the world. So it doesn't matter if we bring back infinite people. If they can just repetrify them or repetrify us, there's no point. So we still don't know who the Y-Man is. We don't know who the Master is. And we haven't seen what the weapon is or how it works. So we can't leave just yet. We still need to create our drone to capture the weapon when Kurosame throws it in the air. But in order to create a drone, we need one vital person on our team. We need Kaseki. So now we have what I call a race against time. Saving Kaseki before the Petrification Kingdom can find us and petrify Senku and the others. Because we're the only ones that can stop them. But, yeah. We know Kaseki and the others are on the ship. They're on the Perseus. Or is it the Medusa? No, the Medusa is the name of the weapon they're calling it. The Perseus is the name of the ship, the one that killed Medusa. Yes, so we have to get back to the Perseus and save our friends. However, those evil fucks are aware that there are other invaders on this island. They know that somehow someone was in the Master's, like, lair. They cracked open that space shuttle. I don't think they knew what it was, and I'll explain that later as we get into later chapters. But they didn't know what that space shuttle was. They just know it was cracked open, and they know someone else is on this island. Like someone else escaped that was outside of that ship. Someone else is out there, and they're infiltrating us. Well, when we go back to the ship, these motherfuckers butchered our friends and started tossing them into the sea. Disrespectful. I want to slap all of them. And what's worse, they captured in Stone Ryusei, believing that he's the leader of the group. They capture Ryusei. They're like, this guy's definitely the leader. We think that he's the one behind all this. I was like, Ryusei is captain, and Ryusei is one of my S-rank characters, so I didn't expect them to hold him hostage, so I was like, oh no, they're gonna capture him and basically like we need Ryusei. Well, we need all of our friends, but capturing Ryusei the stakes have been raised. Our friends being destroyed and thrown into the ocean, it's getting insane. So after they've captured Ryusei and taken him back to the village, I was thinking, like, are they gonna hold him hostage where, like, our characters can't get to him, and our characters can't get to him, and like we have to like break him out, or are they gonna revive him and interrogate him? No, instead they had the Harem women, the women they brought in. They're like, all of you, you're gonna break this stone statue. You're gonna break this human, this person that was turned into stone. The way we're gonna find out if any of these women are traitors, if any of you are the invaders, is if you hesitate to destroy him, we'll know you're one of them. So I was like, oh shit, the stakes are getting raised higher and higher and higher. Not only have they captured one of our friends and they've thrown the rest of our friends in the ocean, they now know, like, Kohaku, Genro, or Amaryllis, if you guys hesitate in destroying Ryusei, we'll know that you're his friend, you're one of these invaders. Kohaku at one point nearly exposes herself because, of course, that's her friend. Like, whenever we first saw her see the others turn to stone, she almost ran to the ship, but instead she used her ultimate eyes to look out. Genro kind of calms her down. He's like, hey, don't worry. As long as they're turned to stone, we can bring them back to revival fluid. They can still be saved. We have science on our side. And so Kohaku kind of calms down. She's like, yeah, I understand. You're right. Like, it doesn't matter if they're destroyed. We know that Yuzu will put them back together. Senku also gives her some advice, which I was assured she was already going to go along with it anyway. But he's like, destroy Ryusei. Like, trust me. We're going to bring him back. But not only does Kohaku break him, she breaks him into pieces that could easily be identifiable. Like, she broke his arm, leg, head, neck, all that. But she did it in a way that, like, it'd be easier for Yuzu to know where this goes to piece it back together. And she also sends these pieces back to Senku using the motor mouses that we use to, like, deliver information back and forth to Senku in the beginning. So this was Senku's plan. Like, again, I love how these characters, like, know how to help each other without directly being able to talk to each other. It's great. It just shows how well our team communicates with each other. And so now, thanks to this plan, Ryusei is back with Senku and the others, and Yuzu and the rest of them, they piece them back together, and they bring them back with the revival fluid. And we now have Ryusei back to normal, back to his normal self. But Ryusei is not the one that can help us finish the drone. We need Kiseki. So they're like, Ryusei, you know the sea best. You know the ocean. You're a captain. Help us get Kiseki. We have to save him. He's the only person he's the last person we need to make the drone, and then we can save everybody else. And that's where I ended the chapter. I thought that was really great. I love the suspense. I love how the stakes were raised. I love that, like, they broke our friends, threw them in the ocean just to, like, be like, we're not taking any chances. We don't know who these people are, if they're their friends, and even if they are their friends. Because right now, the Petrification Kingdom doesn't know that they can revive people. So as far as they know, they're just like, oh, we're going to break their friends to, like, they're invaders. We don't care about them. Because they were destroying the men that try to save the women. And they were probably destroying women that, like, would go against the men, go against the harem. So they have no problems. They are true villains. And again, I don't want to speculate because I'm a little bit further than this. So I'm going to go ahead and end the video here before I start rambling or getting into spoilers for later chapters. But very great chapter. Loved the infiltration. Loved everything. So talk to you guys in the next video. See you guys soon. Bye.
Hey guys, this video was sponsored by me, the author of the Shinry series, the Chronicles of Wayne, and Monsterverse. So I figured I'd do this outro a little bit different by showing you guys what you guys will be checking out. So, the Shinry series starts with Book 1, Shobu Samurai Project Aryoku. 10 years after the death of his parents, Shobu Samurai returns home seeking vengeance, but instead faces the choice to save his home from shadow creatures, blood beasts, and an organization once thought dead. Shinry's Shobu Samurai starts at $9.99. And if you love anime, manga, Naruto, One Piece, Bleach, Yu Yu Hakusho, Fairy Tail, Shaman King, Rave Master, Zatch Bell, anything like that, the Shinry series is definitely the series for you. You'll definitely want to check it out. The Sword of Light is probably the thickest one so far. And then these books are 2. This is Enter the Dread Zone Tournament. And the series original ending, Arado, the Legendary Conjuring Master. So, and I'll just show you guys some of the covers. Really proud of all of these. But I hope you guys check it out. If you don't like that, I also have the current published books for the Chronicles of Wayne: Love Be Damned, Cotton Candy, Full Moons, Fabled Lovers, A Cursed Virgin's Bite, If You Go Where Monsters Dance, Red Will Reign Over Your House, Love Be Damned. Now, the Chronicles of Wayne is about a geeky guy, or a nerdy guy in high school. His senior year, he has a crush on the hottest guy in school, because of course he does. He's only got one best friend, and her name is Barb. Well, the hottest guy in school turns out to be a werewolf. And to make the story more interesting, he bites Wayne and turns Wayne into the first ever wolfman in the last 10 years. And because of that, it was also a sacred law that wolfmen should never be created. I don't want to get into too much of the Chronicles of Wayne without spoiling it, but I can tell you it's very short. This one sells for $6.99, and Love Be Caged right after it. The ending of this trilogy, Love Be Liberated, comes out in October. So I'm going to definitely do a more full in-depth review of this one. But yeah, it's an LGBT fantasy fiction story about werewolves, vampires, white witches, a dark warlock, and, well, many, many more surprises to come. So if you guys like to read, I definitely recommend. These are all the books so far in the Shinry series, except for Shinry's Beginning. I do have that one, but it's just not here with me. But yeah, I appreciate a like, support, or just a review on Amazon. Either way, thank you guys for watching. I hope you guys have a great day.